Buying a used car really isn't that difficult, or is it? Back. Don't get old and fat, kids. What's up, guys? John Comley here, UncleJohnSoap.com. Time for another chat about not being a jerk. Like I said, buying a used car really shouldn't be that difficult. But evidently, it's more of a challenge than I thought. I'm pretty sure we've all been there. You have a used car, it's older, you don't want it, you don't need it, whatever. It's just time for it to go and for you to move on to something better or different or whatever. Yeah, a few years ago, it would have been Craigslist that you listed it on. Today, it seems like Facebook Marketplace is the place to go and you get decent responses. Or so I thought. I just don't understand why people have to make this process so complicated. It should be simple. I list a car. I put 3, 4, 5 pictures up, try to show different angles, and then I write a description. I give the year, make, model, mileage, and then I start, listing the things that are wrong with it. Things that are just cosmetic or things that need to be worked on in order to get through inspection or just to get it on the road in this case. But why does it seem like the majority of people that respond to these ads are either the choosing beggars, the Karens, male or female, internet tough guys, or people that just generally either don't grasp the concept of reality or ate too many paint chips when they were a kid? I don't know. Just because that listing's up does not mean you are entitled in any way, shape, or form. Anyway, I listed this car, gave all its faults in black and white. I crammed everything that I could in there, from the mileage to the fact that the front right wheel bearing was bad, to the clear coat peeling, the fact that the battery was so dead the car wouldn't even jump start. The lights and stuff would come on, but it just didn't quite have enough butt to turn over. Well, I didn't want to put a battery in it. And quite honestly, for $650, if I went and bought a $100 battery, the price is now $750 because that's one of the things that needed to be fixed. You're buying a $650 car, guys. It's not that difficult. I'm going to go over a couple things here that really, really got under my skin with this ad. One, read the whole ad first. Like I said, I put all the details in there. There was nothing left to the imagination. Not only did I give the condition of the car, what most likely needs to be fixed, there were things that I knew for sure. Things that, like, okay, the serpentine belt, I don't know. I know it would squeal once in a while when you would first get ready to take off in the morning, but then it was fine the rest of the day. So, okay, it probably needs to be replaced. It's probably getting to that point, but who knows? But I listed it. I also said that because of the right front wheel bearing being bad on the car will probably move. It'll make a lot of noise on that corner of the car, but it'll move. But you're not test driving that car on my insurance and my tags because of the safety issue. It's a wheel bearing. What happens if that wheel bearing goes completely out or seizes up? Yeah, not on my tags and insurance. Read the whole ad, guys. I said what I said, I meant what I said. Don't ask me stupid questions because you didn't bother to read the ad. Some people are so fast to jump on that little automated button. Is this still available? Is this still available? Is this still available? Yeah, it's still available. Well, what's wrong with it? Are you effing kidding me? What do you mean what's wrong with it? I took the time to show pictures and write a half novel about the things that are issues with this car. And you're going to ask me what's wrong with it. And then I'll give you the abridged version, because I'm texting and I'm tired and old, fat, and cranky. But I'll give you that. Battery, wheel bearing, whatever. Next question. Can I test drive it? No, you can't test drive it. What are you, stupid? Next thing. Don't respond to the ad in the middle of the night. That is the most rude thing. One of the most rude things I've ever seen in my life. Maybe not the top one, but it's in the top 10. And I've had some people that say to me, well, John, what if they work third shift? And, that's their daytime. I don't give a rat's ass. The majority of the world works during the day or evening. Somewhere in there is going to be some overlap where it's reasonable for the two of us to communicate about the sale of this $650 car. Whether it's first thing in the morning, afternoon around dinner time, anytime in between those, all the way up till, 10, maybe 11 o'clock. Between 11 p.m. and 7 a.m., if you get a response out of me, you're not going to enjoy it. And honestly, at that point, you're not going to get the car. I'm just going to run you around in circles until you just give up. The next thing is be patient. You clicking that little button that says, is it still available, over and over and over and over and over, and then getting pissy because I didn't respond in the first 5 to 10 minutes, is not going to work. Most people, even with the most mediocre of lives, is not going to be sitting around staring at their phone in their mother's basement waiting for you to respond to the ad for this $650 used car. And quite honestly, once I do respond, I'm going to start calling you names that'll make your mother cry. I'll set up a meeting so that you show up and then call you those names to your face, and you're still going to leave without that car. I don't know if you just naturally don't have social skills, if you were dropped on your head as a baby. I don't know what your problem is, but don't make your problem my problem. If you don't know how to function on the internet, maybe you should just, turn the phone off for a little while, walk away, go out in the real world, interact with some people, gain some of those necessary social skills so that maybe you can interact like a normal human being and not like an entitled little toddler. Next thing, don't be that person. You know who I'm talking about. You've all seen him. Don't be that person who thinks, for whatever your circumstances are in life, that you deserve some kind of huge discount or freebie because you found a listing online. I don't care what your circumstances are. I'm going to say that again. I don't care what your circumstances are. Your circumstances are not my problem. Now, don't get me wrong. I have empathy for people. I donate money to causes. I donate things to causes. I try to do nice things for people. Not to get recognition or any of that stuff, but because I think it's the right thing to do. And in the end, it does make me feel better, so some of it's self-serving. But you coming to me does not mean that you deserve something. Your lowball offer, followed up immediately, before I've had a chance to respond, with, how your baby daddy left you, and you don't have a job, and you just got out of rehab or jail, and whatever. That doesn't mean you deserve a discount. This car's already discounted, for one. Two, the price I set, $650, is the starting price. I said or best offer. Now, best offer should be reasonable. If you're starting at 50% of what I'm asking for as your first offer, get out of here. And you guys who think you're so tough online on your keyboards, talking about, that car's not worth that much. I'm going to show up and you're going to sell me that car for $300. You don't scare anybody, so knock it off. I'm too old and fat, and I don't fight fair. On that same note, it's a $650 car. Of course it's going to need work. Don't message me asking me if it's Maryland inspected. No, it's not Maryland inspected. Especially after all the things I listed. Yep, it's Maryland inspected. Went right through with that bad wheel bearing and possibly needs a tire and a serpentine belt. Yup, sailed right through, no problem. Dumbass. You thinking that I should sell you that car for $100 to $200 because you got to put a little bit of elbow grease and a few parts on it? You're out of your mind. Grow up. The car is worth $300 as scrap. Even if I got to hook a tow strap to the back of my truck, it's worth $300 cash. But just because it needs work doesn't entitle you to some imaginary deep discount because it needs work. Of course it needs work. That's why the price is what it is. All that was factored in to come up with that price. If all those things were in perfect running condition and it would pass Maryland State inspection, that's a $1,200 car. Even at 20 years old, it's a $1,200 used car. A to B car. Gets you there and back. That's what it is. People messaging me, offering me $500, yeah, that's not too bad. That's a pretty reasonable offer. But you haven't even seen the car. Like, why wouldn't you make an appointment to come see it? Put your hands on it. See what's wrong with it and what's good about it, and then make an offer. How do you make a blind offer? I don't understand that. Would you take 500? Sure, I'll take 500 cash right now. Come pick it up. Then they want to show up and say, "Oh, it needs a bearing." Oh, I don't know, man. Would you take 3? Are you out of your mind? Does this really work for you? Is this what you normally do? Look, the bottom line, guys, is don't start crap with the old fat guy. All that's going to do is tick him off, and he's going to run you around in circles for days on end, leading you on, getting you to come out to see the car, getting your hopes up, talking crap about you on YouTube, and you still don't have the car. If you're going to waste my time, I'm going to waste yours, and trust me, I'm going to enjoy it. I'm getting to the point where I'm kind of sadistic. I'm looking for things to sell online so that I can just enjoy myself and run people in circles and get their hopes up and have them meet me in places that I have no intention of showing up to. Just so I can sit my fat ass back, have a couple giggles while I know that you're off meeting me someplace where I'm not, while I sip on my bourbon and watch YouTube videos. Alright guys, that's enough ragging for today. Anyway, I know most of you guys that watch me wouldn't act like this, and I know I'm preaching to the choir here, but it's good to vent. You guys are my therapist. I have over 30,300 therapists on this channel. You guys are the best. You're like my barber, my bartender, and my therapist, all rolled into one. And I love you for it. Until next time, do me a favor, if you like this video, consider giving it a thumbs up, leave a comment down below, click the bell icon so you don't miss the fat guy with the beard talking crap. See ya.